Queen Elizabeth II's portrayal in Netflix series The Crown has come under fire over representing Her Majesty as out of her depth on several occasions. The Queen has been the subject of many films and TV series in the 66 years she has spent on the throne due to the historical relevance she has played in world affairs during her reign. Sky News host Rowan Dean rose to the Queen's defense over her portrayal in popular Netflix series The Crown, suggesting it was laughable to suggest Her Majesty was not bright. Mr. Dean said, "We watch shows like The Crown, and there have been movies and so on made about the Queen and the royal family. They tend to portray her as not very bright, out of her depth in ways which are clearly laughable, particularly The Crown's current portrayals by Olivia Colman." Fellow host Rita Panayi echoed the sentiments, suggesting it is unfair for the show to question the Queen's intelligence. Ms. Panayi said, "She's obviously an intelligent woman. You cannot be lucky enough to do what she's done just based on your mind and those around you. The world leaders who have met her, brilliant minds who have had the privilege to spend time with her, I haven't heard any of them question her intelligence. Some of those representations that might be there in pop culture are pretty unfair." Peter Morgan, the writer behind The Crown, in 2017 sparked controversy after branding Her Majesty a countryside woman of limited intelligence. Mr. Morgan suggested the Queen would have preferred looking after her dogs and breeding horses rather than being forced to lead the UK and the Commonwealth. But Olivia Colman, who took over from Claire Foy to portray the Queen on Series 3 and 4 of The Crown, admitted working on the role made her fall in love with Her Majesty because of her strong personality. Ms. Colman said, "I think I was doing an impression of Claire for the first couple of weeks filming, definitely channeling her, but then I just started to do what the script says and I've fallen in love with the Queen. She's changed my views on everything. She's the breadwinner. She's the one on our coins and banknotes. Prince Philip has to walk behind her. She fixed cars in the Second World War. She insisted on driving a king who came from a country where women weren't allowed to drive. She's no shrinking violet." The Queen unexpectedly jumped ahead in the succession line after her father, King George VII, took over the throne when his older brother abdicated in 1936. Her Majesty was firstly educated at home alongside her sister Princess Margaret but took up constitutional history and law when she became first in line to the throne. She was part of the last generation of royals to be only homeschooled in the traditional way as all of her children went on to attend boarding school. Responding to comments comparing the Queen to a housewife lacking serious education, Royal Monthly editor Marco Houston said in 2007, "The Queen didn't have the same education that Charles has because of the era in which she grew up and expectations of women then. She is famously well informed about the Commonwealth and politics. She may not have had the best formal education, but she has had the best education at the University of Life and is enormously interested in culture. She is not academic, but as a constitutional monarch she has made very few errors, held the country together and is enormously popular and respected." The Queen once again brought the country together to mark the 75th anniversary of V-Day on Friday. In a pre-recorded speech filmed at Windsor Castle, Her Majesty said, "As I now reflect on my father's words and the joyous celebrations, which some of us experienced firsthand, I am thankful for the strength and courage that the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth and all our allies displayed. The wartime generation knew that the best way to honor those who did not come back from the war was to ensure that it didn't happen again." She continued, "The greatest tribute to their sacrifice is that countries who were once sworn enemies are now friends, working side by side for the peace, health and prosperity of us all. Today it may seem hard that we cannot mark this special anniversary as we would wish. Instead, we remember from our homes and our doorsteps. But our streets are not empty, they are filled with the love and the care that we have for each other."